So for once on my channel, video games are secondary to what we're going to discuss today. And I've deliberately held off on talking about the current situation out there with the virus, because I've not wanted to bring the tone down. But I did watch Happy Console Gamer's episode of Real Talk. I think he called like Let's Talk or something like that. And he kind of talked about how he was feeling about it and how it had impacted on his local community. And I thought, okay, if other gaming YouTubers are opening up about it, then maybe that's kind of my window of opportunity to say I am actually scared. You know, I am a little bit scared. And I just want to kind of get that on the table because it's impacting on you and your families, and it's impacting on absolutely everything, isn't it? Now, for me, people keep saying, you know, are you at work? Yes, I'm at work. I work in like a healthcare field. We're not seeing patients face to face. So the risk to me is much more minimised compared to when we were obviously seeing patients face to face. But I'm not having any patient contact, it's by telephone only. Which is a good thing for them and for us as like kind of NHS carers, NHS staff. So there's kind of that, but this is not about me. It's like, I was kind of thinking the other day, I was like, I used to joke all the time with Jess and say like, oh, imagine if there was a zombie outbreak and we were all kind of da-da-da-da-da. And I kind of like talked through this weird fantasy of a zombie outbreak, and I think I just watched too much of The Walking Dead at the time. But this, obviously there's no zombies, but we're all on lockdown. We're all really, really worried about our health, physical and mental health, about our family's health, friends. Everything at the minute is incredibly uncertain in the world, and I think a lot of people have had their security blankets ripped underneath, like, you know, gone, because people have lost jobs, people have lost family members, which is horrendous. And that, I'm like, wow, you know, at the start of the year, I would have never have anticipated that by February, March time, there'd be this huge outbreak. So I'm kind of a little bit dumbfounded really, because I don't think it's something we'll ever see again. I hope we don't ever see it again in our lifetime. It's a little bit unsettling for everybody, but there's lots of light at the end of the tunnel. And I keep hearing a lot of this in my kind of line of work. You know, it will get better, but sometimes it has to get worse before it can get better. Now, here in the UK, yesterday, I think there were 569 fatalities yesterday, which is horrible, and one of the highest rates of diagnoses in the world, the second highest rate. So I kind of don't know what's happening with the UK. I don't know if we're kind of testing more people and we're finding more cases, or if we're going to go the same way as kind of Spain and Italy, with the kind of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cases every day. I hope that's not the case, and I think obviously there's lots of things we can do as concerned citizens, as compassionate citizens, and that is to stay indoors. Stay indoors unless you have to kind of go out for your medicine, obviously, to kind of go out to work for like key workers like bus drivers, supermarket workers, healthcare workers. You know, we have to go out pretty much on a daily basis to go and do a certain role to make sure something kind of goes on, something keeps happening. So I'm kind of like alarmed with that, to see a lot of stuff on social media of people in supermarkets across the world licking surfaces and opening food in supermarkets and like opening drinks, trying drinks and putting it back on the shelf. So just be careful. You know, if you're going out to buy something and you buy like a juice or something, just make sure it's sealed. Make sure it's sealed, because for some reason there are some idiots that are going around doing all these stupid things, and honestly, none of us need to be taking any more risks than what we're already taking just by going out for a prescription or to get your food. I mean, just be careful, just be careful. So last night it kind of just hit me. You know, you have those moments where you're like, shit, and the gravity of the situation, like it like hits you. I think we're all kind of going in and out of those moments. Like one minute everyone's laughing and you're trying to kind of make, get through the say you like your working day, and you try and take your mind off things with some songs, and you sing with your colleagues, or at least I've been doing all week. And then somebody's like, oh shit, there's X amount of deaths today, and you're like, oh yeah, they're building a 4,000 bed hospital down at this exhibition centre. In fact, exhibition centres all up and down the United Kingdom. And I don't know, I keep having those moments that I'm like, I'm actually really scared for our lives, not just mine, but our lives. So I'm doing what I can to keep my mind occupied. And a lot of it centralises around my YouTube channel and my gaming. So streams for me have been like a hub of distraction. Streams are always a distraction for me. And I've kind of found myself immersed in a completely different world away from reality. And I would just ask that anybody that comes into my streams, don't talk about what's going on. Because there was, people kind of came in last week and they were talking about it, and for some it does pull the tone down. So just be mindful. If you're not even in my stream, if you never want to watch a stream of mine, that's fine. But don't bring the tone down, all right? Just wanted to make that point clear, that we all just want to kind of get through this the best we can. And after I've spoke about it in this video, I'm not going to speak about it on any more videos. I've deliberately not put anything out on my Instagram or my Twitter or my Facebook, because people are looking to, I think people are looking to YouTubers and songwriters and movies and for an escape. So I'm kind of happy to be a part of that escape. I just wanted to just air how I feel and shed some of my own emotional weight in like a real talk episode, as I've done a few of these in the past or whatever. And I'm kind of grateful to Johnny, the lovely Happy Console Gamer, for opening that door, and hopefully we'll start to see a few more kind of retro gaming YouTubers, or just gaming YouTubers in general, just kind of airing how they feel and just echoing government words, and that is to stay safe and don't be a dick. Right? Don't be a dick. I am now going out with a mask on every time I leave my house if I'm going to be in a public kind of area such as a supermarket. If I'm walking my dog, I don't actually come across anybody when I'm walking my dog. If I'm going to a supermarket, I'll chuck a mask on. Jess made some, so that was really, really cool. So we've got masks, and it's just to kind of just to echo, guys, just be safe. So I think from like looking at it in a more objective way, yesterday on Twitter we had the announcement that The Last of Us 2 and I think Iron Man VR, they'd been delayed indefinitely. So of course we're starting to see an impact, not just on gaming, but look at the amount of films that have been cancelled and postponed and pushed back to the end of 2020, and I think that is welcome. Honestly, I think anybody that moans about something being delayed, shame on you, because there's bigger things than you in the universe right now. There's bigger things than sitting down and playing through The Last of Us 2 as much as I want to play it. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people kind of throw their toys out of the pram, saying that not there. Like, come on, guys. I also anticipate that we'll see more delays on things. Capcom actually put a tweet out saying, I got my copy, but Resident Evil 3, for example, Capcom did warn people that physical copies in Europe might be delayed. And yes, that would have been sad. Fortunately, I found somewhere that did sell them, thanks to you guys on my Facebook group. But it's, we just need to be kind of mindful that things are going to be delayed. You know what? I'm going to kind of say something controversial-ish here, but if the PS5 gets delayed, there's a silver lining to every cloud, and if it gets delayed, for some of us that could be a good thing, because you can save up that little bit more. It'll give you extra time to save up more money to be able to buy it. So I guess we've got to look on the bright side. Don't moan. We've still got thousands of games and hours worth of YouTube and Mixer and Twitch content to be able to get our teeth into. So if there's anything that would cheer you up that I could do, any content you'd like to see, smash a comment below and let me know. And just remember, everything here is going to go on as normal, aside from the two playlists, which are the £5 video game challenge and the retro game hunt challenges. They are on hold indefinitely because I can't go anywhere, and it's just not safe even if things were open. But when they do open again and it is deemed safe to go out, those playlists will be back. And I, like you, I'm eager to get out there and do some out and about content again, because I really do miss my retro game hunting. It's fun, I love it, but I'm looking back on a lot of old retro game hunting videos at the minute, and I'm smiling to myself and I'm really enjoying that. So what I'll do for you guys is the £5 game challenge and the retro game hunting challenge. I will link both playlists in the cards. You can just watch them back to back. Ton of fun, some good memories, and it'll just kind of keep us all engaged and entertained, hopefully in these lockdown moments. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you guys will catch me on the stream this weekend. I'm hoping to complete Resident Evil 3. I've heard it's a very short campaign. I'm a little bit bewildered, but I will chuck out my thoughts, early thoughts, and should you buy, or a full review next week. So I'm excited about that. But for now, stay safe first and foremost. Look after one another. Look after yourself. My name is Jenna. Take care. See you soon.